Welcome to Chelsea's Tarot Readings. I hope you guys are doing well. Hope you're relaxing right now as you're watching this video, and hopefully you're excited. So basically I'm doing who am I, and is there anything I don't know about myself? Is there something that I don't know? So I thought this would be a really good topic. I know a few of you actually wanted me to do this, so I was like, you know what, I'm just gonna go for it. I did a video like this when I first started my YouTube, but it's not the exact same thing. I am actually using my Gaia tarot cards, so and again, we're looking at things as well that you might not know. As well as kindness cards, so these could be messages for you from someone, or just messages from the universe to you. So I got those as well for you guys, and angel messages. So yeah, this is gonna be an awesome reading. I did 4 different piles for this one, so starting from the far left, this is pile 1, pile 2, pile 3, and pile 4. Hopefully this resonates with you. Hopefully this is somehow empowering for you and you leave here on a positive note. If this resonates, definitely hit like, definitely subscribe, because, you know, this is a family, so might as well join us, right? Alright, so without further ado, let's get into pile 1. So, who am I, and is there anything that I don't really know about myself? So we have a few cards here. For the love bombs, we have, if you ever need someone to talk to, just let me know. This is definitely a direct message from the universe. Talking to your guides, praying, that sort of thing. This is definitely a message from the universe, and your calming presence is truly appreciated. So also saying like you have this calming aura to you, but it's like, it's one of those things where you can walk in a room and everyone's tense, right? But I feel as though, you know, when you walk in, you can ease the situation. Could be with your charm, or, you know, humor, or what have you. We also have Miracle. So this is a angel card. I really like this card, obviously. I don't think I need to tell you guys why. But it says, our wings of light surround you and those you love. The current situation is governed by a higher power. The forces of love are at work. All will turn out well. So that's awesome. That's obviously a direct message for you guys, so definitely take that. So I also pulled a card from my universe deck, and this is obviously a mantra that you can say to yourself, but it is, I honor how I want to feel. I feel this is coming up because your guides want you to definitely, the universe definitely wants you to honor how you feel and really be expressive of how you feel, and not be afraid to kind of be that way. And obviously, if you keep telling yourself this, it will soon be implemented in your head, hopefully. So, who are you anyways? So we do have the youth and the father. So I feel as though for some of you, it could be young male. For others of you, for you feminines, which I know a lot of my audience is feminine, so if you're not a male, don't worry, because these 2 cards, so we'll get into the youth. So the youth card, it's annoying me. The youth card is telling me you are someone who has a very young energy to you. I feel you're the type of person who's very adventurous. You live in the moment. You have a lot of that like young, vibrant energy that others are very, very like attracted to. And then we have the father. So let's just say you could be like a young female, where maybe you take on the role of like the mother and the father, but either way, this is someone who runs the household, someone who is powerful, truly powerful. Obviously, this could be something you know about yourself. Maybe you know that you can be a power of authority kind of thing. Like you can actually, like you have the capability, and you know that because, you know, with the Father card, he is humble, yet he knows who he is, you know what I'm saying? And he knows what he contributes. So again, this could be, if you're a female, this is amazing energy actually, because it's really good to have both those energies. So we do have the Ten of Water as something you might not know. So the Ten of Water shows me that you guys could be going through like a time where you feel as though nothing's going to get better, but it is going to get better. And something that you don't know is that your feelings and all these feelings that you have of like wanting happiness, and again, if it's just feelings that you have bottled up, you need to let it out. But you're very, maybe you don't see it, but obviously you're loved. That's another thing too with the Ten of Water. It's basically saying that you're very much loved by a lot of people, and you make a lot of other people happy. Like, I hope that makes sense to you guys, because this could actually be something that maybe you don't know about yourself. Like, maybe you know, like, yeah, I'm young, yeah, I'm adventurous, but that's something that you might actually not know. So I wanted to read you guys a little bit. Let me see. All right, here, okay. About the youth. Okay. Let me see. I feel like I wanted to read you guys some of this. I don't know why. Anyways. Sweet-faced and beguiling, the youth has left the security of home and hearth without a backward glance. He is alone but confident in the knowledge that a loving and supportive family will be there if he has need of them. On a quest for adventure and discovery, he seeks the excitement of the new and unborn in distant lands. Following whispers and rumor, he takes risks with little thought or care. His choice is to live in the moment. The past is left behind, while thoughts of the future rest only as far as his next journey. Every adventure gives him a greater knowledge of the world and his place in it. Believing himself both immortal and fallible, he often acts spontaneously, using his charm, didn't I already say that? And enthusiasm to win him favor and release him from strife. He rebels against sage advice to use restraint or caution. As far as the youth is concerned, the greater the risk, the more rewarding the outcome. Yeah, so you guys do have this adventurous side, but you also have this very authoritative side to you as well. And you take that, it's also about like taking on a big responsibility. So yeah, guys, I love doing that. That one was pile 1. I hope this resonated. I hope you learned something new, and I hope to see you guys in my next video. Hi, pile 2. So who are you, and what do you probably not know about yourself? And you know, if you do know like some of the things that, you know, is supposed to be something you might not know, that's okay too, because you could be just someone who's very who just knows themselves very well. But there could be some things that, you know, we'll see. So we'll get into the love bombs first. We have, thank you for being such a great listener. So you're a very good listener. There aren't a lot of people that are like that, believe it or not. So seriously, you can always tell when someone's listening and when they're just waiting to respond. So, you know, pile 2, that is definitely a strength for you. And I love that one too. It says, I always have more fun when I'm with you. And that card is showing me that you, wherever you go, you are like the life of the party. When you're around, people have more fun. Or even just people that you're close to, like when you're around them, like a lot of them would be like, she's so, like she or he's so cool, they're so fun, like oh my god, like I don't know, because I wouldn't know how else to word that. And we also have a message from your angels, and it says, faith, do not lose faith. The storm clouds will soon clear and the sun will shine once more. So guys, obviously the message is very simple. Please try not to lose your faith. Please try to be strong. And it kind of even goes with the universe's message to you. It says, when I'm connected to my joyful presence, I attract support from the universe. So this is also something that's true about you. When you actually are connected to, you know, you're basically being in the present, the universe definitely gives a lot to you. If you haven't noticed, you know, it's just something that this would happen for you. So just take note of that. Nine of Earth. So something you probably know about yourself is you are very generous. You we have both Earth cards, so this tells me, like, even if you're not an Earth sign, you're just someone who or you see yourself as someone who's probably, you know, pretty grounded, third eye, so maybe you see yourself as someone who could have like intuitive psychic powers. But either way, this card mainly represents someone who's very generous, giving, respectful, respectable, and then Three of Earth tells me that, you know that you are a very hardworking person. You are seen as someone who's very hardworking, someone who gets things done. You are also someone who is very determined, who definitely has a lot of determination and has good work ethic. I feel you do work well. So we will get to what you probably don't know. We have emotion / intellect and healing. So you are definitely very in touch with your emotions. You very much could be a healer as well, but because this is something you don't know about yourself, or you probably wouldn't know, but you are a healer. You are someone who is very, 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 again, I am not even using that lightly, in touch with their emotions. You do, and even when it says intellect, it tells me that you have a great knowledge of how others' emotions work and what advice to give them and that sort of thing. But sometimes we suppress our own emotions, so just be careful of that. Make sure to listen to your own emotions as well, because that's important as well. But maybe you use your emotions and intellect to heal others, or again, if this is something you really are like, wait, what, then this is definitely something you don't know about yourself. If you already knew this, again, this is probably just coming up as your pile because it's the one obviously most relatable to you. So yeah, guys, this is Major Arcana, and that's very powerful. So hopefully that resonated. Give a like, subscribe, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye. Hi, Pile 3. How are you guys? So, who am I and what might you not know about yourself? So, we'll get into the love bombs first. This one says, your sense of humor makes life more fun. So obviously, those of you who chose this pile probably have an amazing sense of humor. We also have, I admire your constant growth and learning. So obviously, a lot of people around you are probably looking up to how you are constantly growing and learning. And maybe you're also changing or transforming at a fast pace as well, and obviously people tend to take note of that. For the angel message, we have Archangel Metatron. I am your link between heaven and earth, between your humanity and your divinity. I am here to help you heal the conflict that exists between your heart and mind. Feel me in your heart and thoughts. Through oneness there is love. Yes, and I do see that with the Five of Air here, we do have some conflict, but this is something that you guys are aware of, and I'll get into that. It's something that I actually had to save the page because I want to read to you guys a little more about it and just, listen, see if it relates to you. So the universe is telling you to, I always trust the direction of the universe and know I'm being guided. So this is obviously a message for you. And this is something that, you can tell yourself daily because it's something that needs to be believed because it's true. So that's showing up because that's something that, maybe write that down and say it to yourself every day. Yeah, because it's definitely an important message. That's why I wanted to pull this deck out, because it's messages from the universe. So it's a nice deck. So let's get into the things you probably know about yourself. Who are you? So we have the Mother. I love that. I love that card. So you guys probably, even if you're a male, you have a more compassionate side. Maybe, you're someone definitely looked at as very motherly, very loving, like unconditional love. Someone who definitely portrays being grounded. I feel like a lot of people look at you and they're like, wow, how does she or he do it? Like, they look so, like, maybe you're one of those people that like look amazing every day, that sort of thing. I mean, if not, take what's resonating. We also have 10 of Air. So I'm going to read to you guys, 5. I don't know why I said 10. I'm going to read to you guys a little bit about this, and just take a listen. The 5 of Air represents a conflict between what is real and what is believed. It addresses a need for honesty and the courage to let go of self-deception that is being held onto in order to hide and protect from a painful reality. This painful reality may be one that we choose to deny, but even so, its influence can still create dissonance in our life and work in a corrosive manner that gives rise to conflicted thoughts, a desire to avoid and procrastinate, and eventual self-sabotage of our creative endeavors. It can also manifest us in a desire to withdraw and separate ourselves from those who we love, and for those who love us. The symptoms to look for are low self-esteem, a disparaging inner voice, and an inability to handle criticism as it only serves to reinforce a low opinion that is already held. Even simple advice and constructive criticism that are offered to help improve or fix something that is in need of further work is perceived to be an attack and is responded with hurt or anger. When this happens repeatedly, others may become reluctant to speak up even when there is a real and genuine need. The reluctance is noticed and feeds the anxiety. Drop the mask and show your true self, wounds and all. Look at the damaging thoughts and beliefs. Address their source and give yourself an opportunity to heal. Allow others to help you. You are not alone and you are loved. Understand that the advice and constructive criticism others offer is not meant to limit and wound, but to help heal and grow. So definitely that's a message that was needed for you guys, I felt as though, because this is something that, you guys are kind of aware of. So we also have something you don't know. So what you guys don't know, we have the 2 of Earth here. I love her. Because look at it, she kind of does remind you of the Mother a little bit. She looks very, obviously, beautiful. Something you don't know is that you have the power to literally be so balanced. Because the 2 of Earth, obviously, is about stability and balance. And something that you probably don't know, and, it could really be that you don't believe it, but something that you don't know is that you have the capability to become balanced and be harmonious and live in harmony. Like if things are like unbalanced, again, it could mean different things to different people. So if there's that imbalance, especially when it comes to the 5 of Swords, you are capable of kind of balancing all of this. You have what it takes, and this is something, again, that you don't know about yourself. So let me see if I can get anything else. Yeah, so balancing responsibility. You are definitely confident and grounded. You are flexible, you are adaptable. Yeah. So again, that's basically something that you don't know about yourself, but you have what it takes, and you have a lot more self-power than you actually do think. And I can see that this is what you think. So yeah, I hope that this resonated with you guys. I hope you liked it. If you did, give it a like, definitely subscribe, and I hope to see you guys in my next video. I hope you guys are doing well. So this picker card is going to be, who am I, and what is something that I might not know about myself? So first I'm going to get into the love bombs, and we have, I admire your enthusiasm for life. So obviously those of you who chose this pile, maybe you obviously give the impression that you are very enthusiastic to others. You're a wonderful parent. So obviously maybe not all of you are parents, but the majority of parents probably pick this pile. So you're definitely a wonderful parent if you are one, or maybe you will be. And we also have, I admire your enthusiasm for your work. So as well as you have a lot of you have a lot of enthusiasm, pile 4. Like, wow. It's used twice in this reading for your work, which I can kind of see that with the King of Earth. You guys are very passionate. And we also have compassion. So this is an angel card message, and it says, when you show greater compassion towards yourself, the universe automatically responds by showering you with greater blessings. So obviously, definitely try to be more compassionate with yourself. We also have a message from the universe that says, happiness is my birthright. So what this basically is saying, or why this is being presented, is because the universe, it's more like a mantra, and I kind of figured that out with these cards. This is something that you need to be telling yourself, because this is something that is going to kind of get through to you. And if you kind of say this enough and write it down and just even tell yourself that, you will start to eventually believe it, because it's true. And sometimes we tend to forget that. We're here to enjoy ourselves. It's our birthright to be happy. So let's get into some things like, who are you? There's something you don't know about yourself. So King of Earth and 9 of Air. So you are definitely someone who I do see where the work ethic comes in. You have a strong mind, and very powerful. You probably are very stable or stable-minded, because you're constantly striving to do better and be better, especially when it comes to how you say, maybe getting up in the world, or moving up, that kind of thing. And then the 9 of Air is telling me, and again, the King of Earth, and I notice there's kings here. Don't worry about if you're a female, because that's just the energy. So just really don't pay attention to that. But we also have 9 of Air. So this is telling me that you guys are very, I love this, because it's telling me that you guys are very aware. A lot of self-awareness. It's like you guys know a lot. You are very self-aware. You do feel connected to the universe. Definitely. That's actually it's a powerful card. Also, imaginative as well, having an amazing imagination. So, but definitely someone who is completely self-aware. Okay, and so for something you might not know, so maybe you guys do know this, but we have King of Water. So usually sometimes when this comes up, it could mean like gender bias, so letting go of that. So maybe if you're maybe if you are a female and you're kind of like a male, so as in like, hold on, let me read a passage. I'll read this passage and you'll understand what I'm saying. Okay. He also represents a need to let go of emotion-based gender bias and to embrace the awareness that this archaic part belongs to the past. A man can be just as sensitive and vulnerable, nurturing and supportive as any woman. A woman can be just as closed off and insensitive as a man. Both can be communicative with regards to their feelings, and both can be uncommunicative. Both sexes have the same qualities. How emotionally open or closed a person is has nothing to do with the gender, and everything to do with the individual and their journey. We have been conditioned to believe that men and women are emotionally different, when they are in truth the same. As with the other court cards, the King of Water can also represent a person in your life who embodies the traits of the king. If you are in need of his counsel or safe harbor, seek him out at this time. So yeah, guys, something that you might not know, again, if you kind of have that gender bias, try and kind of rub that off, because, you know, it could be you guys are actually, you could be very much in touch with your emotions. And again, you do need to especially be more compassionate towards yourself. So again, this is something that's needing to be realized, and don't be afraid to kind of express that about yourself and express your emotions. You know, try to be more vulnerable, I guess, in a way, you know. So yeah, guys, that was pile 4. I hope that resonated. If it did, give a like, subscribe, and I hope to see you guys in the next video. Bye.